What is up, guys? It is me, Real American Politics, back with a new video. And today we have an update on the Virginia gubernatorial race. This, folks, is getting tight with what we're seeing in the early voting. Now, before we start today's video, if you enjoy these type of videos, smash that like button down below, subscribe, share with a friend, hit that little bell, and yes, let's try to hit 300 likes on this video. That'll be greatly appreciated, and yes. And also, news on Discord possibly coming. We'll just announce that a little bit. But for now, we have to talk about Virginia, because last time we were talking about this, I was saying D+1, D+2, maybe D+3, alright? Tilt to lean D. Well, new data has come out showing this race a lot tighter than people are expecting it to be. Now, realistically speaking, I'm not saying Youngkin will win as of now. Again, I'm still saying it's going to be like a McAuliffe win. But I don't think it's going to be by D+8, D+9, or even D+4. Let alone D+3, or maybe even 2. I'm personally starting to think this race will be within a half a point. And the reason I say this is simple. This graph right here demonstrates what's going on. Notice anything? Notice anything odd about the early vote total? Again, this was like a couple days ago. As of then, there's only 276,000 early votes casted, compared to 2020, which had 985,000 early votes casted in Virginia. That is bad. That is low turnout. That is roughly in line with closer to 2017 levels, if not a little bit higher. But that's going to be interesting to look at, because we do have data on where these districts or votes are coming from by congressional district and what these votes are. And let me tell you, this is not a good sign for Democrats. Now, we all know vote by mail will be the one vote that's just going to go like 70-30 Democrat or 80-20 Democrat. Vote in person, however, this is where it gets a bit tough to determine how these voted in-person voters are going to vote. Because we just really don't know who is turning out outside a congressional district, which is showing some intriguing early in-person vote shares. Very low in the, what I consider the swing district of the election, District 11, which is, not District 11, District 10, I should say. District 10 has 18,000 vote-in-person voters. That's a Nova suburb. That's a district in Nova. That's a district that in 2020 went to Democrats by, I believe, like 8 or 9 points. So you can quote me on that. I don't know exactly, but this was a Democrat district that had heavy vote early totals. I mean, back in 2020, they had 194,000 voted in-person votes. That's a lot. And again, I know this is very early in the process. I mean, this is only October 12th. I mean, back in October 12th of 2020, yeah, there's around like 27,000 votes. Today, there's around 25,000 votes. So, it's going to be hard to tell how many votes are going to happen. But as of now, the swing district of District 10 is bad turnout. Low turnout numbers, which helps Youngkin. Because a lower turnout electorate will heavily favor Youngkin, especially in the Nova suburbs. I mean, McAuliffe is killing himself with the parent vote. He is annihilating himself with it. And folks, this isn't just, oh, well, you see here, just low turnout. Let's just go to District 1. District 1 is over here. It's a Republican district. Notice anything? It's number 1 in early voting. It's a more exurban district. It's number 1 in vote-in-person voting. And again, that was the same thing in 2020. But the other districts showing a very similar trend in voted by mail. You look at voted by mail, And District 11, which is up here with Nova Suburb, right in the heart of it. Right in the heart of the swamp suburbs. Yeah, 141,000 votes by mail. Today, 13,000. While in-person voting, 12,000 in District 11. You notice anything continuous with this? How District 11 is substantially below its 2020 numbers. Or I should say all the Nova districts. They're significantly lower than the rest of the state in-person voting. That is a bad sign for Democrats. Now again, I'm not saying it's going to be safe or anything like that. I'm not going to say anything like that. Nor am I going to say that Youngkin's going to win. Because there is something... I'm hearing that they're going to open more Fairfax voting places. That's what I'm hearing. That they're going to open more poll centers so people can vote. So that's why I'm going to say, yeah, hold the phone. This doesn't immediately mean Youngkin's going to win. But, guys, these ballot application numbers, they're bad. Go to 2020, you had around 1 million votes, okay? And you had like a couple 100,000 mail-in votes that never got sent back. They only have around 300,000 votes for mail-in voting as of now. If like no more applications came in, nothing else happened. That's bad. That is very bad. In fact, most of these are coming from, of course, District 8, which is up here. Most of the mail-in votes left to still be turned in are from Nova counties. But still, it's like, these are not large amounts. I mean, back in 2020, again, District 11, District 10, District 8, they wiped everybody out. But now it's just more even. And again, they have more votes coming in, but still, it's going to be roughly even with the rest of the state with mail-in voting. And again, these votes are going to break like 80-20 for McAuliffe, while the early in-person votes, probably like 60-40 for Youngkin. So, there is signs that this race is trending more Republican. Now, I also want to take a look at October 12th. There's 19,000 vote-in-person votes on October 12th for this election. 2020, you go over here, and there was around 17,000 vote-in-person. And there's around 9,000 voted by mail. So, early in-person voting is showing big signs of improvement from 2020. Again, if this trend continues, and what we're seeing in the polling, it's all going to come down to, are these votes going to come in from District 10, District 11, District 8? We all know these are the three suburban Nova counties. That's going to determine the election. If these votes come in, I don't think Youngkin's going to win. I think McAss will pull it off by like 6 points if they all come in. But I'm starting to question if that's even possible. Look at this race. McAuliffe's only won by 2.5 according to 527. And you know 527, their aggregate usually is not good. And you look at some of these polls. Emerson has the race tied. YouGov only has McAuliffe up by 3. These were polls that oversampled Democrats heavy. Fox News, McAuliffe only up by 4. Monmouth, McAuliffe up by 5. And this was before his disastrous blunder in the debate where he said, oh yeah, parents don't deserve to have control over their kids' education. So, the race is trending Republican. But it just depends where these mail-in votes are going to come in. Because we still got like, 17 more days of this? It's going to be interesting. Again, there's a lot of votes, mail-in votes, still probably going to come out of Nova. But as of now, the turnout's bad for Democrats. It's pretty even by vote by mail based on Republican districts and Democrat districts. So, anyways, I think we understand this race is going to be tight. And if you want to hear more news about it, hit the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit the little bell, and yes, because I'll be making a part 2 to this in a couple weeks or so. With updated numbers and all of that stuff, because, again, this race is way too tight because we don't know exactly where the rest of the votes are going to come in from. Are they going to come from Nova? Or are they going to come from District 9, District 6? Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit the little bell, and yes, Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on all that stuff. That'll be greatly appreciated. And yes, hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys next time.